afternoon. I'm Ernie, and I love America. Now, I'm sure that you've noticed my little Irish hat with my Irish colours. Well, I'm wearing that today to make a point. The point is this. I am an American. I'm an American who happens to have Irish descent. Some of my forefathers came from there. So, my point is this. You could be a Mexican who is an American, but that would make you an American of Mexican descent. You could even be an American Palestinian, an American Jewish boy, an American German boy. You don't have to be an Irish-American or a Mexican-American or whatever the hell are the words there are, all right? Let's get to being Americans, all right? And then worry about the history and the Irish descent, the Mexican descent, and the African descent, and all the rest of that stuff. Let's be Americans first. Now, I thought that was a good little point. I'm sure a lot of you won't like it, and you'll probably hate my imitation of being Irish. But that's okay. I really don't give a damn. Now, to my really basically regular important point too. Let's see if we can understand this. The latest action by the United Nations. It seems that the UN, in all its glory and intellect, has now appointed, are you ready for this? An alien ambassador. That's right. An alien ambassador. An ambassador to greet any aliens landing or contacting our planet. This gives me a couple of questions. What language will this ambassador be learning for this up-and-coming meet and greet? Where will this new ambassador be traveling? Will he be going to the moon, Mars, Jupiter, or a galaxy far, far away? Or even Washington, D.C.? No one knows what the language is there. And one final question. Who will be paying for all this travel, and not to mention this guy's probably overrated salary? I've got a pretty good idea, and so do you. The U.S. taxpayers is my best guess. This is certainly a great example of just what the UN is all about. Basically nothing. They are at the least comical, and at the worst, the world's largest money-wasting project known to mankind, probably since the Tower of Babel. When I first heard this story, I thought I was watching Saturday Night Live. Then I remembered that I never watched Saturday Night Live. There's no reason to. Then I thought maybe it was Stephen Colbert or John what's-his-name. But even they, in all their lack of comedic ability and liberal button ass-kissing, could not come up with a story this dumb or this stupid. And this is reality. The United Nations. What was and is the world thinking? My God! Surely we could use that land and that ugly building for something else. Maybe, let's see. How about a really, really big mosque? Hey, it's an idea. In other wonderful news from the world of progressive and liberal idiotology, Nancy Pelosi, in all her esteem, the self-appointed queen of the world, actually thinks that Stephen Colbert's attempted comedy show before Congress was a great moment in political history. When, she'd think that. Nancy herself is one of the greatest comedic moments in American political comedy and history, and a sad moment for our American way of life and our law-making system. Nancy Pelosi and her ilk would be locked up in any other country in a padded room and fed pablum for the remainder of their wasted, cynical lives. Somehow I can visualize Nancy Pelosi with her arms tied around her waist, behind her back, and somebody feeding her pablum. I can visualize that. I hope you agree, though. The whole government, the whole event was a mockery to our government and to the attention of our founders and why and when they gave birth to this great nation of ours. And also from the diminutive minds of the liberal left, the less than honorable John Kerry has stated that most Americans are not capable of making intelligent decisions in regards to voting and are led only by ad spots no longer than 10 or, say, 15 minutes. Well, I'm sorry, Johnny boy, you haven't been paying attention. We Americans are ever on the watch for asses such as yourself who think we are all dumb and misinformed. Got news for you, Mr. Ketchup. You should really be seriously checking out the want ads for a job, any kind of job. Hey, got an idea. How about a sailing job? You could hide expensive yachts all over the East Coast. You could hide them from the tax man. This sounds like a good job for you. I think you have some experience in that area. A perfect example, folks, of how out of touch the politicians in Washington really are. Most have no idea of our day-to-day lives, trials, and tribulations. None at all. They have no idea of the lives of their constituents. And what is worse, they don't seem to give a damn. The only thing they seem to give a damn about is following Barack Obama Hussein, or Barack Hussein Obama, whatever the hell his name is, as though he were a god. But as you have noticed lately, some of the Obama faithful are falling away in disgust and fear, mostly, of losing their powerful positions behind big oak desks and big party weekends, all at our expense. The taxpayers pay for all of that, you know. Friends, remember, keep up the momentum. Our goal is to clean as much house in D.C. as we possibly can. Our laws and rights are fading on a daily basis, folks. Now the Obama Politburo wants to snoop into our Blackberries and have the passwords, and on our cell phones and our computers. We have to stop this guy the only way we can, and that is at the ballot box. Let's rid ourselves of these anti-American communists who would bring back the Stalin-type rule and ideas from Malinsky, Mark, Chavez, and the dictator mentality of our present political regime. And I say to you, God bless America, and may He, in all His glory, keep us safe from those who would destroy us and spread the chaos of socialism. And I don't care what you socialists say, socialism doesn't work anywhere. It doesn't really work in Canada. It doesn't work in Hugo Chavez's land. It doesn't work anywhere. Never has, never will. So don't BS me by writing back and telling me all about how successful socialism is, because it hasn't been successful anywhere. Ask Hitler, ask Stalin, ask anybody you want. In finishing, folks, I want you to remember all of our people in uniforms, our brave guys and girls out there putting their butt on the lines every day for us, and I want you to pray for them every night, and pray for this country. And you better get to the polls in November, and if everybody takes someone with them, then we'll all go, all right? So thank you for listening, thank you for watching, and God bless.